So my name is Julie Nelson, and I just want to welcome you today to our training, and hope that you can feel the enthusiasm and excitement of being part of this amazing program. Again, I want to remind you that this is a program that starts from nothing and then builds for the couple weeks, the first weeks of the semester. And we do a lot of behind the work scenes work, and then we have our social workers who are working really hard, and our administration who is working behind the scenes, and then we finally come to our sites and bam, it all happens. It's like magic. It's like pulling something out of a hat, and then you get to carry out this program that the families are now starting from week 1 to appear, and then you get to deliver what you've been preparing in the Family Life Education. So it's an exciting thing to finally hit the ground running, and that'll happen very, very soon. We just really appreciate the work that you're going through to prepare yourself and taking the time to go through the videos and the training to really understand what's expected of you. It does feel a little bit like a fire hose to begin with. You do feel a little bit overwhelmed because there is a lot of things to start out with, because we are placing a lot of responsibility on you. You're the ones that will carry out this program. Unlike other agencies where you just kind of slide in and there's already administration who's taking care of everything, you kind of be a support person way down here on the totem pole, and you have, kind of a contribution, but they're running the program. As opposed to this, we're giving you an opportunity to run a program. What a great elevated experience that you're going to have as you graduate, to say, I have run a program. I have been on the leadership level at every at the site that you're assigned to. So you have a lot more opportunities to develop professionally in this program. But it does feel like a lot to begin with, because we are handing over and giving you a lot more than a person that would normally have at some agency. But the Stronger Families Project has a lot of confidence in our students. There's a lot of talent in this room and in our program, and so we have never been disappointed. In fact, every semester we're amazed at the end, going, wow, these guys are incredible. We come to sites and we do observations, but we are in the background. We're just the fly on the wall when we come to observe. That's why we wear black. We wear black because we just want to kind of blend into the wall. So we don't want you to be noticed, okay? We just kind of want to blend into the back, and then we just kind of observe and take notes, and at the end of the night, we're just like, wow, you guys, that was incredible. We just kind of like your cheerleaders. We'll give you a little redirection if something's maybe needs to be changed. But man, we're just so thrilled at the work that our interns do and the leadership that you show, and especially for the way that you affect change within families within a matter of weeks. You don't have a lot of time with families, about 8 weeks to teach 8 sessions, and by week 8, you're already hugging and crying and wishing that you could never say goodbye to these families that you haven't met yet. I'm serious. I promise you, you'll really form some strong connections and make some difference in their lives. Some real difference in their lives. And so I'm excited about this. I want to introduce to you our administrative team. We kind of did this at the kickoff, but I just want to introduce myself as the director of this internship called the Stronger Families Project. Just again, in a nutshell, it's psychoeducation that we deliver to families in our community. It is comprised of classes that our interns will teach, our family science interns will teach, and you're paired up with another coach that you'll teach those classes. And we start out the night with a free dinner that's part of the education to help them to learn how to have conversation over a meal. And then we have booster workshops that our BSWs are over, and also our home visits. And then our regional coordinators, who are our advanced standing MSWs, they will be in charge of the clinical portion, which will be counseling, therapy, a resource referral out to the community. So it's just a very comprehensive program. It's wonderful, and we're so glad you could be a part of it. We also want to introduce our managing director and have her stand up. She's the one that put this whole thing on. Can we give her a hand? She's the one that you'll receive all the emails from. Please pay attention to those. If you have any questions, then refer back to the emails that she sent you. I guarantee that 99% of the time, the questions you have was answered in the email that she gave you. I want to thank Mackenzie. She's an incredible person. She's going through a master's program herself right now, and her father's in the hospital, and I just want to thank her personally for being here today. She does so much, and she's the one that's she keeps it all together. I want to introduce Rich Heido. Give him a hand also. He's the one that's actually giving you the grade. So make him your best friend. And he's the one that on 482, the class that you're signed up for, he'll be evaluating all of your things that you're submitting and giving you a pass-offs on all those. So turn in your stuff, make him a happy person, and then get a pass from this internship. So he's over our clinical portion. So his role, Mackenzie and Rich are under me as far as they're the two arms. One's education, Mackenzie's over education, Rich is over clinical. So he's over all of our social workers and supervises them. Anything else about that you want to say, Rich? We're good? Okay, so we have two assistants as well, and I want to find Bethany Cherry. She's coming in. Bethany, give her a hand. That was awesome. Okay, that was the catwalk. So, yes. So Bethany Cherry is helping out a lot, and we are so grateful to have her. She's also having Stephanie Anderson want to stand up and she's our student worker, and they're helping us so much, especially with recruitment and with our food program and other things. So putting it all together, we want to thank them. So they will also be sending you emails and helping us out. So it takes a lot to run this program, but we really appreciate you coming up and showing for this program. We want to also introduce our social workers. I want to have them stand up, and then we give them a hand as well. So a round of applause, give them a hand. Okay. Okay. They're amazing. So they're going to be the ones at your site that will be in charge. So there is a chain of command, I should say, kind of thing where you report. And mostly our family science interns will report to their site educational coordinator. Then the site educational coordinator will report to these guys. Okay, so it kind of goes up that way. So they're the kind of the final, and then we, of course, are always available. But we want them to have the opportunity to problem solve, show leadership, and to really have the experience that they should have running a program. So I want to thank them. And then we'll have them sit down, and then we'll have our site educational coordinator stand up. So go ahead. Yes, Rachel and Leah. Okay. Okay, so look around. These ladies, one of these ladies will be your leadership at your site as far as the educational portion of it. So I'm not sure if you met them at the kickoff, but if you haven't, please meet them today and introduce yourself and find out who they are so that you can be on Slack with them. I'm sure everyone should be at this point on some kind of a group messaging. So we want to thank them. Thank you very much. Okay. And then also, we have our service, learning, and food coordinators. Are they here? Can I have them stand up? Okay, thank you. Okay. So these ladies are like, you won't live without them because they're literally bringing you the dinners. So they're in charge of all of that to facilitate the ritual that we're going to have every night of having conversation and dinner together. So they're going to have that all ready for you to go. And that's a big deal. And they're also over our service learning portion for our students who are volunteering with the younger children's classes. So thank them very much. I appreciate them. Okay? Okay. And then finally, I want everyone to stand up who is a coach. Please stand up. All right, here we go. Yes. Yes. Thank you. I really want to personally thank you for being part of our program, for signing up. You applied and then you were accepted based on your qualifications and the talent and your enthusiasm to be a teacher. And I look forward to seeing each of you. I will be in your classroom at some point, or we will be observing you, and I look forward to seeing you teach families. Okay, so thank you very much. Okay, you can sit down. Okay, so that's all for introductions. Did I get everyone, I think, right? I also want to let you know that when you came in, you got a little slip of paper along with your badge. And this slip of paper will break you into 3 groups, and that will be our workshop breakout for the day. And so follow that, and it'll have the room number where you'll be. We're pretty much going to be repeating the different topics that you'll be trained on today that you haven't received in your video training. And so follow that, and it'll be by groups, by sites, so like locations. So you'll actually be with the folks that most likely you'll be with at the whatever school you're assigned to. So follow that, and that will be from 9:35 to 10:20 for the first section. And then you'll just switch from class to class. And then we're going to be having lunch at 12 to 1, and that's where you really can socialize. That's where you can ask questions, anything that hasn't been answered, or something in a workshop that came up. Please make a note of it. If there's something that wasn't explained correctly, or I should say accurately, clearly, then that's where you can come and say, hey, what did this mean? I didn't understand this. What I'd love for you to do is to go to your site educational coordinator or your social worker first and see if they know the answer, because I'd love to see if they know it. If they don't know, then they can come to us, and then we'll know that we did not have that information. But they may know it already. That's where you're going to start now, going to your leadership rather than to us directly, and I hope that you'll use them. So go with them to your questions, and then get to know each other, and you're going to really start to feel a sense of community doing that. And then after lunch, we're going to have a joint session, and that will be conducted, I believe, by, is that going to be by Rich? Everybody? I'm not sure, but we're going to do that after. Yeah, okay. So we're going to follow along that, and I think Maylin, are you going to come up and just kind of give us? Do you want Maylin to do this, Mackenzie, the workshop? Okay, come on up. Okay.
So as a FAMS intern or a service learning intern, you're required to at least help with one workshop if you're a 1-credit intern, and then 2 workshops if you're a 2-credit intern. So there's a sign-up sheet going around. We have 3 workshops offered throughout the semester. They are all on Friday in the evenings from around 6 to 8 p.m. So just pick one that you'll sign up for, and then this week for the first workshop on September 27th, I'll be sending out an email, and you can sign up for more specific jobs for what you'll be helping with.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Maylin. Yep. I've had a couple students who've wondered about their time, and especially if they have 2 different responsibilities. But if you don't know yet how your time is to be allotted for your internship, Mackenzie has sent you an email and has whatever responsibility you have, whether that's a family coach or a coach at all, or a site educational coordinator or service learning food person, you should have a time breakdown that tells you everything that you're allotted to have, and that should add up to your total hours that you need for your credit.
Only get the 1 credit if you're 2 credit, and only get the 2 credit because it's not both things.
Yeah, so so look and see what you match up, and if you have any questions on how do I report my hours and what am I given, these should answer those questions. We also have down over here the site that you're assigned to, the program schedule, so please take that. There was also a workbook to take, and then over here there were some handouts as well. This Stronger Families Project Getting to Know You is for the parents, not for you. So don't fill this out. This is to give you an idea of what the parents will be filling out. Take this for my training, the family class, and then just your phone call script is here, so you know how to do a phone call midweek. And then this final one, Mackenzie needs you to fill this out, the non-disclosure agreement, and turn back to her before the end of the day. All right, yes. Sure.
This is more of a Mackenzie question, but I don't know, is there a breakdown for the educational coordinators and how their hours go?
Yes, so it is in your manual, your handbook. Cool. But I think I did get it separately, so it might not actually be like whole punched into it.
Got it.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to be wondering, how do I do this, or where is this? Please, today is the day to answer those questions. Most of you have gone through the training, the videos. If there's any residual questions, today's the day to ask that before you go out into the field. So make sure that you don't walk away today wondering something that you haven't resolved. Everything should be answered today. So take the time. We have plenty of time today to talk to someone to get those answers. So speak up. Yeah, we love questions. So speak up, and then you should walk away a lot more confident, ready to go into the field, because we're going to be doing that in about a week or 2. So, okay, thank you. That is all. I think we're going to go ahead and break up and go to our classes, our 3 sessions.